Are you ready for a wild adventure? Akers is on the hunt for processors in Kupein. Thanks to everyone's silver tongues, they quickly scraped together over 200,000 from the speculators. Did you catch that? A whopping 267,434 bucks. This isn't entirely my money. I might be able to snag a little piece for myself. Subtitles. So, can you really help me pull this off? Honestly, Mike, am I able to make this work? Can I truly succeed here? Hurry up and secure that seed money. Kenny flew back to Indonesia in a flash. He couldn't wait for gold to start pouring out, but if it were that easy, they wouldn't be in this mess. The lack of gold specifically chipped away at Kenny's patience. The locals left like cats slipping through your fingers. Kenny tried to keep them, but without cash, he was just whistling in the wind. And just at this time, Kenny unfortunately caught malaria. He had no choice but to lie down silently while Mike went off in search of the foreman. He begged them to come back, saying money talks and conditions are totally negotiable. However, it was said that the locals even had difficulties in drinking clean water, and the environmental hygiene was truly a cause for concern. Once they could have access to pure water, they would be willing to go back to work like magic. Every day they would quietly show up for work, and Thomas wondered why. What on earth else could they do? Workers were back to their endless toil, and samples were flying to the lab faster than a caffeine-fueled espresso. Several days afterward, Kenny suddenly awoke from his sleep and noticed that Mike was sitting peacefully right by his side. So, where exactly are we heading to now? Seriously, where exactly are we headed? I mean, where exactly are we going? Subtitle: Does anybody have any idea where we're going? This news was truly like a miracle cure for Kenny. With this bombshell news, Kenny celebrated with friends, dragging his wife out to dream of a future homestead on the prairie. Wow, isn't that really fantastic? Clive, who once snubbed him, is now all charm and smiles. He's practically even showering Kenny with compliments. He wants to make some deals on Wall Street. What a change of heart. When money's involved, everyone's equal. Who wouldn't want a piece of that? Kenny readily struck a deal. As funds flowed in, samples zoomed through testing, and the results were golden. The sheer magnitude of such wealth is simply beyond what one can imagine. Before long, the phone rang, and the news of the buyout arrived as swiftly as an Amazon delivery shown on the caller ID. Subtitles: They wanted operating right wow. Now this is getting really interesting. This would get their premium clients to invest even more while protecting their reputation. Of course, Kenny said no way he wasn't about to give that up. He said he and Mike nearly risked their lives for this gold mine. They think they can be on an equal footing just by using money. Absolutely not. But convincing an investment firm with just a couple of reports? Not so easy. Mike specifically brought in several assessors for them to inspect personally. And so, they embarked on their golden journey in Indonesia. From extracting samples to shipping out, Mike was there every step of the way. Everything ran smoothly, the only hiccup: they wanted to see some gold. Look here, this is enough to make everyone burst into laughter. Making sure that they can earn big money on Wall Street. Even sand contains gold. How reasonable could that be? On the eve before the market launch, Kenny rented out the most luxurious hotel. To impress his wife, he filled the suite with everything shiny and golden. Don't miss out, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.